Yes, I'm going to just take a couple of minutes to introduce it because, as the longest sitting member, I guess that's a good way to put it. I've had dogs ever since I was 4 or 5 years of age. In fact, my first memory is my dad and my uncle driving up to a place, picking up a dog, putting it in the open back. Now, yes, you heard me right. There were no seat belts, there were no seats. We sat in the back of a truck, a canvas covered truck. The dog was thrown in with us, and we all set off to go back home. Now, halfway there, a big another truck or car must have bipped its horn because the dog up and out, and we never saw it again. Now, that was the shortest term dog that I ever owned, and ever since then, I've got all my dogs' name listed. I can tell you where they're buried and all of that, and the most wonderful things about them, or some of the not so wonderful things. But the one thing I do have to start the night is, how many of you people out there have fossil dogs? I found two fossil dogs in my history, and our subject tonight is canines. Now, dogs, well, this one here seems to be a fossil dingo found in Australia. My other dog was found in Guadeloupe, off the south coast of the USA, or the north coast of South America. I was there doing research on the fossil Guadeloupe woman, and I dug up a fossil dog. It's interesting, the evidence that's there about, well, come on, do you know how I knew it was a dog? It looked like a dead dog. I got plenty of experience with dogs, living and dead, because they don't seem to live as long as we do. And if you live as long as me, you will bury quite a few dogs. Sad,
Mhm.
but true. But they always seem to be dogs. But there's a funny side as well. So I got my secretary the other day to run through my book library, which includes some wonderful cartoons. Marmaduke, Foot Rot Flats, or some of you are old enough to remember the little runty kings who rode around on big dogs. Now, dogs are serious. Dogs are involved in guarding houses, and dogs are involved in interacting with us. I still remember standing at the door of my office here, and a friend of mine had come to visit me. And he was a dog man from way back. And all of a sudden, somebody appeared at the front gate, and the dog, the hackles on its back, the hair behind their neck, it just rose, and the dog went grrr. And my friend who was visiting me said, "I'll vote with the dog." In
Mm.
other words, dogs are pretty good at working out what you are like physically, mentally, even morally. Dogs have a good register of what people are like. So, tonight, as we cover everywhere from fossil dogs to living dogs to dogs that do funny things, because Craig's got his monster available as a bit of evidence tonight. But our starting point, I guess we're going to start in the southern half of the USA. So, Dr. Glenn, would you like to come on up and share some of the things that you've learned over the years being the dirt doc of creation research?